Hi Central Family, I just wanted to share with you guys a few verses that I've been reading over this last week that I think have really applied to my life right now and everything that's been going on. So I'm going to be in 2 Corinthians 12, 8 through 10. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that it should leave me. But he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong." So in this passage, Paul has been talking about this thorn that he wants God to take away from him. But God says, "No, my grace is sufficient for you, because my power is made perfect in weakness." And that we should boast in our weaknesses. So when we are weak, Jesus is strong. When we are stepping out of the way and saying, "Hey, I am weak and I can no longer do this on my own," then God steps in. And that just makes you less of a distraction to yourself, to those around you, when you're saying that this is God's power flowing through me, because I have these weaknesses that I cannot overcome. There are these things, these hardships in life that I can't do alone. I can't do this of my own power, but with God's power, I can do all things. And I think that's just really beautiful for right now, because there is nothing we can do in this crazy time. We can follow rules and things set in place by people in charge, but when it comes to just being at peace and knowing that just because you are weak in this, God is going to be sufficient enough, and he's going to be there. And so we are to admit that. That doesn't mean that our problems will go away when we admit that we need God, and that he will take everything away. He didn't take Paul's weaknesses away. They're still there. But then this becomes an opportunity to be a testimony, to be like, "Hey, look at these things that I couldn't get through on my own. But Jesus has been there right beside me. His power has been flowing through me. His grace is enough for me." We are to be content in the weaknesses and the hardships and the insults that are thrown our way, because God is strong when we are weak. Even when God is at his weakest, which God is not weak, then he is still stronger than us at our strongest points, which is just really beautiful. And he is going to stay faithful, and he's going to stay by your side. And so I just wanted to leave you with that bit of encouragement. Yes, things are hard right now. Things are confusing and it's hard. But if you ask God to just rest in you and reside in your heart and just be a power that you know you cannot be, then these times won't be as hard. So I hope you take hope in that, and I love you.